Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. And welcome if this is your first time joining me on one of my videos. I'm Yolanda, and here on my channel, I like to share the different tips and tricks I use in order to improve my overall health and, of course, help me lose weight. I always like to give a recap of my journey. I started my wellness and weight loss journey January 2nd of 2022, weighing 351 pounds. And I initially started off doing low carb, and then I got into rolling fasting. If you check out my channel, you will see that I have a lot of videos on doing rolling fasting, and I am currently still doing rolling fasting. But today's video is not quite about that. So let's jump into today's video. So I had a viewer comment on one of my videos saying that they had used sparkling water in order to help them lose weight. Um, and I asked them what are the benefits of sparkling water? They didn't respond to me. So if you know me, you know I did some research. So I headed straight to the National Institutes of Health. Yes, like many of you, I do go to like YouTube and like to different blogs and things of that nature. But when I want to give information to you guys, I want it to come from a very highly credible source, which most of the other sources are using. So why not go straight to them? And I read some different studies. It's sometimes complicated to read studies, but usually, like their conclusion and abstract are very user friendly. So I do definitely advocate that you guys do your own research. I am no expert. I just take the time to do the research and I just come back and share with you guys. For the purpose of this video, I'm going to call it sparkling water, but it can be called seltzer water, carbonated water, like all the things. But we're going to call it sparkling water. And what is sparkling water? Sparkling water is just simply water with carbon dioxide added to it, creating bubbles. So now the effects of sparkling water on weight loss. The initial commenter said that she switched still water for sparkling water and it helped her lose weight. And I'm thinking, why? I could understand if she said she switched sparkling water for, I said she, I'm not sure it's a she, they switched sparkling water for soda water or like other like sugary drinks, then that would be like a no-brainer. You went from sugary drinks to non-sugary drinks, and so therefore they helped you lose weight. But she said it was regular water. So let's dive into that a little bit. So apparently, sparkling water, when it enters your stomach, the bubbles causes you to be fuller longer. Not only is it because it's taking up more space in your stomach, but it also slows down the digestion. So the food that you ate previously to drinking sparkling water sits in your stomach longer, causing you to feel satiated for a longer period of time. Therefore, you would eat less food. In theory, now some people may feel full and still keep eating, but I'm just saying, in theory, so the bubbles take up space and the food stays there, so you feel full, so you don't eat as much. And that, at its simplest form, is how sparkling water could help you lose weight. But I couldn't stop there. I wanted to see if there was any additional benefits to drinking sparkling water, and of course there was. Just like still water, it's great for hydration, um, and apparently the bubbles are good for digestion, and it has helped many increase their bowel movement. Um, and apparently it's also good for your heart health. So all signs point to add sparkling water to your diet for weight loss and health benefits. Yeah. But hold on just a moment. Let me share with you what not to do. So I took a trip to my local Aldi and saw that they had this sparkling water and it reminded me of my research. So I'm like, okay, let me get some sparkling water. So I got a couple of different flavors and wasn't paying close attention. And I got, hold on, let me get it. So I got this cherry limeade sparkling water and it was delicious. And I was like, ooh, that's nice. I can do this sparkling water thing, right? And on the back, I looked at it and I'm looking at all the like calories, and it said like 0 calories. You get up to 10 calories if you drink the whole bottle, but for one serving, which is a third of the bottle, 0 calories, zero everything except potassium. I was like, oh, I can get potassium along with my sparkling drink. Okay, this sounds good to me. And it's about 150 milligrams of potassium in it as well. I don't know if it's showing up, but we'll try. But then the second one I tried was this lemon lime one, and it was not as good. I didn't enjoy it at all. I didn't finish it um, because it wasn't sweet. And I realized they're different. Although this one had all zeros as well and no sugars added, when you look at the ingredients, you do see a stark difference between the two. The one that lacked a lot of flavor simply was carbonated water with natural flavoring. And the other one had a bit more going on. And one of those things was aspartame. And if you're not familiar with aspartame, it is a replacement for sugar and apparently a bit controversial. So let's dive into it. So I have a book club every month, and I had put some of the sparkling waters out and was encouraging them to, taste it because I enjoyed it. And I'm aware that some of my friends are a bit more health conscious than others. So I did tell one that there was aspartame in it. She was like that she only consumed things with aspartame rarely and in small doses. And because we were in a book club setting, I didn't push the issue. Now, you may be thinking, oh, just your friend said this. Well, my friend happens to have a PhD in public health and infectious disease. So when she speaks on health things or food things, I kind of perk up and listen. So I didn't ask any more questions of her that night, but I did go ahead and do my own research. So back to the National Institution of Health. So our FDA regulates that we shouldn't consume more than 40 milligrams per kilograms of weight of aspartame. And seeing how, like I mentioned earlier, the bottle that I showed you actually has 3 servings of water in it and a lot of other items that we're not aware has aspartame in it. Most Americans consume more than the FDA recommends. So what are some of these negative side effects that aspartame may cause? It's said to have a negative effect on your liver cells. It can affect your brain function for its learning and memory. It may also cause a glucose and insulin intolerance. So those who have diabetes or pre-diabetic or just don't want diabetes should be very cautious when consuming it. And it may even cause mood disorders or depression. And if that wasn't enough negative side effects, I personally experienced bloating and gas while consuming the sparkling water. Now that I think about it, I don't know if it's from the sparkling aspect or the aspartame. Well, the family and I will be heading to a beach vacation in a few days. And I had already talked the boys into, before I knew about aspartame, swapping out the sodas that we would bring like to the beach with us for the sparkling water. And they were all on board. And now that I found out about aspartame and, the fact that it could affect them mentally or with their moods, I don't want to give it to my son. So I probably will let them have soda, but a lot less than we usually do, and just fill the cooler with regular old water. So that box full of water that you saw in my refrigerator in the garage will probably be around for a while and used very sparingly. So I won't be purchasing anymore. Now, this sparkling water that does not have aspartame has a great deal of benefits, as I shared in the beginning of the video. And my husband actually enjoyed this, but my taste palette just will not let me consume it. So I might be still buying it, but I won't be consuming it. So me personally, I will be sticking with still water. But if you choose to use sparkling water on your weight loss or wellness journey, be mindful of any sweeteners, specifically aspartame, and Definitely listen to your body. Well, that's all for now, guys. I got to head out and take the boys to the dentist. And maybe I'll share with you guys, I'll tell them about the whole aspartame thing and see, let's get their views on it or their perception of it. They always have an interesting take on things. I'm not going to buy any more after the ones that are currently in there. Can you have one? You still want it, even though it can make you depressed, give you diabetes, memory. And this is why kids have parents, so we can make better choices for you.
They're so good though.
Is aspartame addictive?
Yes.
No.
Well, this is the way Deacon's talking to me to sound like you really want it.
The drink is addictive, to be honest. It's so good.
We're gonna check the brand Ice and see if that has aspartame.
You can't have no more of that drink. Say bye to the people.
Bye, Pete's.
Sorry, there's a concrete truck out there making all that noise. All right, now that's truly the end of the video. But before I go, and most importantly, I want you to have an amazing day. I'll see you next time. Bye, guys.